Okay, say it with me. Without solopreneurs like you and me, society would probably grind to a halt. It's your man, Ten McTinray. I'm back with another episode. And I just want to talk about Ayn Rand and her novels, and in particular, Atlas Shrugged and the story behind it. This is a story that has inspired me and a story that has inspired a lot of entrepreneurs. I haven't actually read the novel. Hopefully one of these days I will. It's a story I really want to get into. But just the idea, so let me kind of recap what happens in Atlas Shrugged a little bit, just so you get the gist of the story. And hopefully it inspires you as well, but tells you a little bit about the power of entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. So in Atlas Shrugged, the entrepreneurs in this society, because everything is going bad and the government has been really bad, they decide to withdraw from society. So they are led by a guy named John Galt, and he's leading these guys to essentially quit their lives and quit their businesses and kind of disappear away from society. And so you just kind of wonder, like, what happens if all the entrepreneurs suddenly take off and just kind of withdraw from, that's the whole idea of this giant Atlas shrugging, just kind of like giving up on the world and saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done with this. And that's the story that really, should not inspire you to withdraw from society, but should inspire you to realize the power of entrepreneurship and of being a solopreneur. Just this idea that a world without solopreneurs, a world without that entrepreneurial spark is really not gonna do nearly as well as it could. And look at the example of China, right? Nowadays, they're a big success story, but way earlier in the history of their communist revolution, they really did not like this whole idea of entrepreneurship and solopreneurs and things like that. And it didn't work out too well for them. It got so bad that millions of people died. And then along came Deng Xiaoping, and he said, I don't care what color the cat is as long as it catches mice. And, it was more or less, don't sacrifice humanity on the altar of communism. And essentially they did some reforms in China, opened it up a bit, and it's been a massive success since that it's held up as a big success story. And you can find the example in a lot of other places, like you can go to the old Soviet Union. That was a big disaster. There have been a lot of communist countries that have flirted with communism, had to abandon ship, when they realized that it was collapsing under its own weight. And really, that's the idea. It's like you take away the initiative of mankind, you take away that creative genius spark of entrepreneurship, you wind up with a bunch of government bureaucrats running everything, and everything kind of collapsing in on itself. And that's not really a world you want to live in, And anyhow, I encourage you to take a look at Ayn Rand's book. I do want to read it myself. I know that Mark Cuban has said that I think his favorite book is an Ayn Rand book. I can't remember if it's The Fountainhead or if it's Atlas Shrugged. It's probably The Fountainhead. But I definitely want to get into some of these books myself as well, because as an entrepreneur, these stories are very inspiring. Okay, I'll catch you in the next episode.